What's up, people? Welcome back to Untold Truth. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and hit that notification bell. That way you won't miss another video. We need it. So welcome back. We're doing something a little bit different this week. So tune in every day this week. Check us out. If you subscribe, it'll automatically hit you. But we're doing something a little bit different. What are we doing? We are doing Dream Week. So the Lord speaks to me in dreams. I'm going to be sharing with you a dream that was given to me. This dream was given to me in order to prepare me for what was coming. And I'm going to share that with you and how we are seeing that unfold. This is going to tie into some of the videos that I will be sharing after Dream Week, so that you can kind of understand. People have been given these insights before these events were even coming to pass. Many people have dreams. They're not to be taken lightly. So there's two dreams that I'm going to share with you today. And every day you're going to see a guest come on and share their dreams that they were having. And we're going to tie them in so you can see how the Lord, He speaks to His people. And that's what we're going to be sharing today and for the week. So my first dream, I was coming out of the church. Came out of the church. It was as if service had just ended. And as I walk out of the church, I'm going to my car. It's just me by myself. And I'm going to my car and I feel happy, like we just had church, right? That's how I was feeling. Got to my car, I turned and I looked, and there was a truck, a big yellow construction truck. One of the type of trucks that has the, scoop, whatever that is, whatever type of truck that's called. But it scoops up the gravel or dirt or whatever. That big truck kind of closing in on me, and I was trying to get my keys out to open the car, but it just kept getting closer and closer, and I kind of was distracted, and it was like it was gonna run me over, run over the car, because it was huge. So I turned and looked the other way as if I was gonna just run the other way, and another truck was there, same thing, kind of closing in on me, and it was one of those flattened trucks, the ones that had that big wheel on the front that flattens the gravel and everything. Only this one had spikes in that wheel, and it was coming towards me. So I kind of went to the left and to the right, as if I was trying to gauge, are you really coming for me? And as I would shift from side to side, the truck's wheels would lock in and line up directly with me as if they wanted to run me over. And that's when I caught on that, yeah, they're coming for me. And at that point, I forgot about the car. I left the vehicle, and I kept trying to figure out which route I was going to take to dodge the trucks as they kept coming in on me. I slipped in between them and started running, and I got away. And as I got away and was running further, I turned around and I saw the trucks coming, and I saw more trucks attention get to me and start coming towards me. And as I'm running, I noticed the destruction there were so many things destroyed. It was as if while we were inside of the church building, things outside of the church were just being destroyed and transformed. I noticed that the street went in two directions. Went down into the ground, and the rest of the street remained, level. So I ran down to avoid the trucks and kind of try to hide or what have you. And when I went down underground, I noticed it was people living down there. It was literally like homes without walls. Where people were in there dealing with their clothing and doing different things, and I'm running, and I'm now noticed like I'm no longer being chased or what have you, but I see these people in different living quarters, but there are no walls. They're just living their lives down underground, and I come to find that these were saints that were hiding from the changes that were taking place. And I kind of fellowship with them, and I started leading and or directing and kind of getting more people into hiding. That was that dream. The second dream that I had, I feel that it was a little bit more disturbing. It hit me pretty hard. And I was very frightened about a dream. It disturbed me quite a bit. And I picked up the phone and I called my sister, Monica, my blood sister. I called my mother. Obviously, I had told my wife. Normally, I have a really big, disturbing dream. I get up and I tell my wife right away. She does the same thing for me when she has dreams, and she's going to be on next. She's going to share some of the dreams that she had, and that's how we know kind of our role or what's expected to come. And we're, like I said, we're just seeing the things come to pass. But like I said, this dream, it was really heavy. It was so real. And I don't have a dream like every night. I don't. I barely remember my dreams. It's like as if I had dreams at all, right? It's like I don't have them almost, because I don't remember the dreams. So when I remember a dream, 9 times out of 10, it's something significant. It's something that's being revealed to me. It's something that's going to happen or has happened, and I'm getting understanding of what's going on. In this dream, it was very nice outside. It was like a nice sunny day, and it shifted. It's no longer nice outside. In fact, it was like darkness, just total darkness. And the scene changed to these eagles sitting on the edge of a building. And as they're sitting on the edge of this building, they're just looking down on the city below. At first, I couldn't tell that they were eagles. Couldn't tell that they were eagles because they were so evil looking, ugly. They almost looked like vultures, but I'm like, they're not vultures though. But they looked like vultures in a sense because they were so ugly looking. after thinking on it for a while, I said, wow, no, those were eagles. They were huge. They were the size of men almost. That they were that big. But they were looking down on the city, and an eagle swooped down. And I could see it coming down from the top of this huge building, skyscraper. And the scene shift to what was down on the ground. And it was a lion, full adult lion with a big mane and everything. And the lion was walking on the streets below. And the eagle swooped down and took the lion by surprise. The eagle swooped down and took the lion by surprise. Put its talons into its back and squeezed and snatched the lion up. And the lion just went limp and went up into the air. Effortlessly, the eagle snatched up a full-grown lion and flew off. I watched this happen 3 times. As it was happening, it was as if the focus, me being able to see this happen, it was getting further and further away. So the first time that I saw the eagle swoop down, it was like right there, up close and personal. The second time that I saw it, it was off to a distance. And the third time, it was very faint, but I could see the eagle swoop down and grab a lion. It happened 3 times. After that, the scene went to me, and I was leading people into a building. It looked like a home, but a building. And we go into this building, and as we're going in, we're trying to get out of a storm that is brewing. The storm is getting bigger and bigger and building up, and we're going into the building for safety to get away from it. And I'm leading the way. And once we enter into the building, the people that were with me were afraid and trying to figure out what's the next step to do. Do we go down? And normally when there's a storm, you go to the lowest point of the house. You go into the bathroom, you go into And as the people were trying to figure out what's next, what do we do? It came to my mind, it dropped into my mind as if the Lord was speaking to me. Dropped in my mind in the dream. Do not go down for the flood. And do not go up for the wind. Stay where you are. So I just told everybody to stay still. He had just entered the building. You could go up in the building or you could go down. And I was told, stay where you are. And I looked out the door like I hadn't yet closed the door fully, but I'm looking out into the storm. And this is something that I kind of normally do. When there's a huge storm, I would get my family to safety, give them instructions on what to do. And sometimes I will go look out the window to see how bad things are, or go look out the door just to go look while my family is down in the basement or in the bathroom, whatever the most secure place of the house is. So I'm looking out in this dream, and as I'm looking out the door, the winds and tornadoes and rain, hail, all at the same time. It's just destroying everything. Houses are being destroyed. Everything is just being leveled. It's just a huge storm. And off in the distance, I see a beam of light coming down from the heavens, and everything around that light and outside of it is just being destroyed. It was as if that was the eye of the storm, the very center of it, and everything was outward, was being destroyed. And then I woke up. That was the end of that dream. So the first dream, the Lord spoke to me and gave me a word, under construction. I preached that message at a council. It was not at a council, but it was at the ISYA convention back in the year 2014. I preached that message, under construction. There was more to the what God showed me than to the message that He gave me to preach on that day. But I'm sharing and unloading, all of that today. And a part of what He showed me was that things were going to change and things were going to shift. And the church was going to go into hiding. It would have to go into hiding here in America. That things were under construction and being changed. We can definitely see that happening. We can see the changes in the church. I can see it personally, even in the churches that I came up in. The difference of church in of itself and how we live is being changed. Everything is being changed, under construction. It's been under construction. Now we're just seeing the manifestation of it. And that second dream, I had that dream in 2019, the summer of 2019. And what was shared with me, or revealed to me by the Lord, was that the tide was turning, was about to turn from light to darkness. The eagles represented evil, represented demonic forces. The lion represented righteousness, represented saints, leaders, the church people, represented righteousness, Christians. And seeing the eagles swoop down and take the lion represented the shift, going from evil to overtaking righteousness. The demonic forces taking over, overcoming Christians. Now, I don't believe that means the enemy has won, right? I don't believe that. But I believe this was the Lord showing that an evil was coming in which saints or Christians would also be subject to, fall subject to. And I immediately, like I said, after sharing it with my wife, I was so disturbed. I called my sister and I said, the place that I saw, I told her, I said, it looked like New York City. I said, destruction is about to hit, it's about to come. And once again, this was the summer of 2019. I said, destruction is about to come. People are going to die. And the worst hit is going to be New York. I said, and saints are going to be affected too. This is what the revelation of the dream was to me. This is what I gathered from it. I shared with her the dream, and I shared with her the impression of that meaning in the summer of 2019, and I shared it with some other loved ones and some other people in the church, etc. Trying to give a warning. I also preached a message, be a disruption, because the Lord was giving me words of things that were going to come and disrupt. And we're seeing the biggest disruptions in the world that we have never seen before. And so those are the two dreams that I wanted to share today, because there are people that have stated nobody saw this coming. And that's simply just not true. Especially if you're a believer, it's very disappointing to hear a believer, especially a leader, to say nobody's seen this coming, because that's not true. God sees everything. And he shares secrets with his people, with his children, with his friends. So if you saw nothing coming, you had no idea anything was coming, what friends are you keeping? What company are you keeping? Something to think about. But we're not done yet. We're done with this video, but we're not done yet. Tune in. There are more dreams to show that God has really been trying to reveal to his people and to the world what's coming. And we just need to be ready. We need to get ready. If you're not ready, you need to start listening. Some things that I'm sharing on this channel, some people, they don't want to hear it. They don't want to see it. But our lives are being changed. And if you're not ready, you're going to fall victim. Or you can fall victim. So let's get ready. Let's open our eyes. Let's receive what we need to receive. Let's prepare the way we need to prepare, because it's here. We are in this day, and we are in an appointed time. And pretending that it's not here, pretending it's not going to change anything. Let's be aware. Stay tuned in for Dream Week.